Good evening. It is Wednesday. This is the first day of what we're going to celebrate as the coming of Easter. There is so much jam-packed in the Bible in this short span of a week that actually happened. You've got Jesus healing Lazarus. You got Jesus getting anointed at Bethany. This is one of the times, this is after the Passover, which we're going to talk about tomorrow, and foot washing, which is a big deal. But this is when he's in the garden. Now, a lot is happening. Judas has already betrayed him. He's in the garden. This is where he's going to get arrested. And he's praying. And he's praying. It's so intense that he's praying. He's sweating like blood, droplets of tears. Now, I read an article that one doctor had said that, for this to happen, the stress and the agony would have to be so intense and so powerful that it would cause the little capillaries in your skin, the sweat glands right around there, to explode, and you'd actually bleed out of them. So I want us to look here. This is in Matthew, and this is Matthew 26, and we're starting at 36. Then Jesus went, when Jesus was with the disciples, to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to them, "Sit here a while, and I will go over there and pray." Not too much to ask, right? He took Peter, and he took the two sons of Zebedee, that would be James and John, along with him. And he began to be sorrowful and troubled. Then he said to them, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me." Basically, stay awake with me, all right? Pray with me. Going a little further, he fell with his face to the ground and prayed, "Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." I want to stop right there. for a second. So Jesus knew the agony and pain that he was going to have to go through. If this cup can be taken from me, then please do it. But not my will, but yours be done. It's all about him. I've preached on this so many and talked about this unapologetically, that it's always about him. It's interesting to me. I had a gentleman friend request me. And if you friend request me, you're probably going to get Jesus and some devotions. I'm just telling you, you are. This young man had told me, "Can you please quit preaching to me? I'm Muslim." I'm like, you friend requested me. I did quit. I actually, it's impossible to kind of stop that kind of stuff on my system because it goes out to so many. So I blocked him. He didn't want the stuff, and the main reason why I'm on social media is to promote the gospel. So, but the thing is it goes back to here. It goes back to Gethsemane. You see, whether you wanted Jesus or not, whether you accept him or not, he died for you. You don't accept him, you get the consequences. You accept him, you get the consequences. So, but God deemed it so necessary to have a relationship with us so that we could experience everything that he had for us. It's beyond reason, it's beyond fathom how much he loves us, and sometimes we don't really quite give him all that, and I gently nudge people to do that. That's just my nature. What will you give? Looking at Gethsemane, and understanding why he did what he did, and people still didn't get it. This agony, this stress, and he wanted it taken from him. He really did. But at the end result, he remembered it's all about God. So, "Father, your will, but my will. Not my will, but your will be done." Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. "Couldn't you have kept watch with me for 1 hour?" he asked. "Peter, watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I think that's Jesus said that. The spirit is willing, but our flesh is so weak. And it's time to overcome that. You know, most great athletes that really do big things, especially within the Olympic arena, they push their body beyond the limits to reach total satisfaction. That's the way with most athletes. But yet some of them still don't have a grip on what Christ really is and who he really is. So this is the beginning, and it's in the middle of the story. But it's the beginning of the real descent for Jesus into the brutal beating that he received before he was crucified on the cross, before the resurrection, which comes Saturday. Each night we're going to look at a little bit different of this approaching Saturday, when we're going to do kind of like a midnight reflection of him being actually in the grave and arising on Sunday morning for Easter Sunday. What will you do? What will you do with this Jesus this year? He's in the garden. He's in such immense pain and anguish that he's bleeding. He's bleeding blood. He's sweating blood. And yet he's still willing to do what the Lord wants, and he's still thinking about us. You know, these three men couldn't keep watch for an hour. I imagine it was probably tough. They were tired, and they fell asleep. But they didn't have the same zeal for the Lord yet that Jesus did. They had a good one, but it still wasn't enough. That's why I say, when people will say, you need to read, long excerpts of the Bible and this. No, you don't. A little piece at a time, that's what you need every day. My goal is that you reflect today, tomorrow, Friday, Good Friday, and Saturday. And then celebrate Sunday. And know that he loves you. I love you, and I'm praying for each of you. Some of you I haven't talked to in a long time, and I miss you. I do. Some of you, I get the pleasure of talking to you every day and enjoying your presence and your company. Know who Jesus is. He's in the garden. Will you pray for him tonight? Will you pray with him tonight? Not an hour, but at least just 2 minutes. Give the best to your master. God bless you.